Hello internet, hello beautiful folks, wherever you are, welcome back. It's into this kind of the hotspot cake of today. You're gonna be eating it and also cutting it today. And here we are, it's one-on-one live cover. You're gonna be starting and commencing to this kind of the legitimate way, and everything gonna be coming to you live, which is one-on-one live outrage. And we're gonna be having for my own left side here.
Yeah.
My
name is Joseph.
Your name is Joseph.
Matiko.
Yeah. How are you, my friend?
I am fine, bro.
Everything is nice?
Yes, fantastic.
How is the life?
Life is changing.
Life is changing.
Yeah.
And how are you progressing? Guys, you know, yeah. I have the mandate to also orient him with Mr. Mokami to teach him a little bit of some English. Okay. And today he's coping up, and I was saying it once upon a time, the time is coming. And this is the time Matiko gonna be now smelting out this kind of the English like something else. And here he is. Somebody can ask a question. Matiko?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. To my right side here.
Okay. Hi, people. Wherever you are, watch Gintu's channel.
Exactly. Subscribe, like, share, comment.
Subscribe and comment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you gave me a job.
Yeah.
And the job
is the job is now to make sure that Matiko is reinforced with English.
Yeah,
and we have to concrete and berate him with arithmetically.
Yeah.
It's called symphony the English unto him.
Yeah,
exactly, which is pumping some very good vocabularies and comprehensive English into his mind, and we're gonna be coming out with
not only comprehensive with English, but not the other side. You know what they have in mind is watered.
Yeah, exactly. So here we're gonna be having everything gonna be filtered, and everything gonna be coming to live one-on-one. And here we are, guys. We have much of the bulk things that we're gonna be commencing up with, and also getting you much of the information as we are tangling from the Fish Foundation and the fish farm industry here. And Godfrey is there. God, hi. How are you?
I'm fine.
Everything is nice. Exactly. So here we are, back to the spot. So guys, today we have much of the breaking news, and also you have been telling much of the people like we have a problem, and this problem has been caused into this kind of the village of Matiko, and everybody has his own momentum to speak out what is there and what has been declining them not to go forward, or what is causing them to have a problem. So last time you heard about there was a party which was the dowry day, and what happened about the wedding and the dowry day, because it was dowry and wedding at the same time. I saw the jumpsuit, people were in a suit like something else, and people were asking about, oh Gintu, where were you? Gintu sent much of the spies to go and look for the video from that kind of a position. These are just small krakatooing things, eh? And if I want to be checking how bigger I am, I can just give you how my reservoirs are coming. But today we're going to be tangling and touching to some of the hotspots that were covered and you have never been told. Yesterday it was crinkums of the time.
Yeah.
Because what happened yesterday, it was quarrel. It was a thief. It was like now monkeys. Exactly. So what is popping out today is the dowry day and the wedding day. It was meant to have some of the cows to go for where the dancing mom she's coming from. Nyawei Tanchiria village. And to that kind of an esquire, let us give you a small briefing about who is the talk about who is the dancing mom, one-on-one. Let me tell you a briefing. Maybe some of the people have never heard about it. Several decades ago, the dancing mom, while she was just a small lady, she was born in a village of Nyawei Tanchiria village. And from there, the father was doing some of the work in Tanzania, a place called Mwanza. And to this kind of the time, due to the greener pasture, they had to evacuate from the village and follow the dad, because you understand whenever Mr. Mokami marries right now, and he has a wife, that we can say, or Matiko marries right time now, and Matiko had a job in Nairobi. At a specific time, the wife will come out and say, can I follow you to Nairobi? And if gonna be having not a wife only, talk about even the children gonna be subjected. Godfrey can talk about, yes, I want to follow where my dad is. Because whenever you have such kind of the things, you understand this person has a greener pasture or no greener pasture. So when they decided, the father took all the family to Mwanza so as they can live there and symphon themselves when he was about to get the, this is called the Kustaf, whenever a person gonna be, a retirement benefit. So they went there in their retirement benefits because he was working to the government at that kind of the particular time. What happened? Now, the dancing mom, between whenever you are introduced to a new village, you find like you have, there's a girlfriend, there's a boyfriend, there's a person you can view and talk about and say, this person can be good about me, or you can just rhyme in terms of the flirting and the cucumberization. So how happened? When they were in friendship and looking east, west, and south, the dancing mom was a very gentle lady, and she was in a cocoa-like structure, and talk about a very meticulous, and you can see her and talk about her, is she created or she was just dropped with the angels to this kind of the world? The nyash was nyashing, the waist was, she was walking while the waist is wasting, and she was spinning the waist like a machine. What happened from there? Now this kind of the gentleman called Mr. Mwita talked about, this is the lady I'm going to be picking. I want to be now handling this kind of the lady in a coercive module and using her like a safari rally, making sure that I'm satisfying my down path or my down pitch into a sarcasm. And from that kind of the panel, Mr. Mwita gained, while he was in Form 2 at that kind of the time in Tanzanian studies, and which is the curriculum vitae of Tanzania, they reach to standard 6, then they go to Form 1. And from that kind of the pathway, when Mr. Mwita was handling such kind of the things, the father saw this kind of the lady, she is now good. She was dropped to the village during that time, and we are not advocating for that, and we are sorry for that. I'm going to be saying it was FGM during that time, because the FGM has been abolished with the government since they studied and saying like this kind of the FGM is causing more negative impact to the girl child than the positive impact. But why was the FGM introduced in the local, talk about the local cultures and the trend, and talk about the norms of the culture like the Koreans? When during that kind of the time, the Koreans, most of the men were going for hunting to bring food to the family. And what happened from there? What happened is, number one, there's some people who are disturbing me so much. Yes, hello. Yeah. Ankogote hivi ande nku video ndio maana. Ni rice, iko sawa? Ni rice. So, guys, what happened from there? We have to tackle this kind of the issues this way. So when this kind of the men were going for the hunting, the female were remaining at home. And for that appetite female could be having towards the exposure of men, it should be handled. How did they handle it? Because everything was handled individually from the home circle. Now what handled is the FGM was introduced, talk about cutting the ladies, and it was not a good thing from that kind of the time. And this kind of the FGM was causing this kind of the ladies to have less appetite towards the men. When this kind of the men were going for the hunting, exactly, these women should stay and wait for them. Because if it could be this time round, the YouTube is there, FGM is not there, they are appetized like something else. You meet a lady who is talking about today is this way, whenever Mukami comes talk about, so Mukami, how much do you have? This is the money I have. Thank you very much. How many shots? There's shot. Thank you very much. Matiko is here. Matiko, you are coming, yes, in the evening. How are you, Matiko? Yes, I'm very nice. How do you want? Okay. Why, Matiko? Are you, why? Okay, say anything. Nowadays, there are the ladies who are flirting with men. They're the ones who are coming to talk about how you look so sexy, you look how, whatever. This is the generation we are in the 21st century. So it was opposite from that generation. So what is flirting here? Now, when now the dancing mom was brought back home with the father to come and do what? To be FGM'd during that time. And from the entire cycle of the FGM, how it was after the FGM, much of the ladies were married with an immediate effect. There's nothing of staying at home. Doing what? You are already FGM'd. Your only thing is to bring cows at home. That was how it was. And nobody could just talk about you're going to be continuing the studies. Studies for what during that time? The studies was the cows we need. The studies was to improve you, get some knowledge, a little bit that will help you to cultivate maize. But not to say like going to be looking for the job. At that point that you see the Korean culture up to this kind of time, the Korean tribe, we are behind. Because most of the people liked and preferred dowry cows, which was a lot of heads of cows. Talk about 30, 40, 50. Whenever this lady, she is studying, she has studied a little bit, she knows a little bit of Swahili, a little bit of English. This lady was considered to be more than 30 heads of cattle. So you tell me, a lady continues education to the university, she becomes a prostitute who will give you cows. They were using brain, and the brain was before she progressed to university. This lady should give out the cows, and if the university, the male, the husband will take her to university. That was it during that kind of the time. So now the dancing mom, whenever they came back, and the father during that time, a little bit rest in peace to the father of the dancing mom, she passed away. And now the dancing mom had no alternative because the father was everything, was providing food, providing money, and now she lacked what she was to do. Now she was married to this house that was not having a male person. And the father of Matiko now came to this kind of the conscience and talked about this lady, she's dancing too much. And you understand, in the previous time, whenever there was circumcision of boys, we have something called pre-circumcision and post-circumcision. There was much of music. People could come and they get into a house-touched house, talk about a grass-touched house. They dance inside there, something called marumbini. This was South African music. They were very good music, if you can listen to them. Those of the 18th and 19th. And whenever they came to 21st century, they died because nobody want to listen to them. That is where now this kind of all the parents who married, they danced those kind of the marumbini songs coming from South Africa. Even right now, you Google South African songs, they are called marumbini. Here we have a very stupid name whenever we're going to be calling those kind of the songs, because so many people were married because of those songs. And so many people were divorced due to those kind of songs. So many people got themselves flirting boyfriends due to those songs. And people were recognized to the village due to the dancing. So the dancing mom was very meticulous in shaking the stamp things. And how it was, now Mr. Watifo, who is the father to Matiko, was going. So a male can get out from here to an entire village very far from here, and it was like, I have a friend who's going to be circumcising a boy. Maybe there's something like that one. So they could join themselves and go. Oh,
no invitation.
No invitation. There are so many ladies here, or there are so good ladies here. Can you come and I will give you? Sometimes I may tell Mukami, I want to be marrying. I'm looking for a sexy lady, ABCD. Mukami should talk about, oh, Gintu, oh, you are my friend, man. Maybe Mukami was passing to Sirari, because Sirari, it was a market where most of the people are going to somewhere called Tarime. That's where the very closest market was.
Exactly.
Not Migori. Migori, it was not even recognized. Everybody was going to Tarime via foot. It's how many kilometers?
Almost
more than
60. 6 to 8 kilometers.
No,
20 kilometers.
Here to Sirari, it's 8 kilometers.
Yeah.
So from Sirari to there, my friend, is like 17, 18. It's more than 20 something kilometers.
20 to
and
20.
they could walk barefooted. If if you could be having shoes, is a person who has cut tire and has put, the tire shoes. And it's a tire that is an old tire. They cut it and they mend it and they sat inside, they insert their fingers inside and the legs and they walk. Yeah. But it was so hot whenever the road was so hot. So you will feel it during that kind of the time. So people could carry it was a market day. When the market day is there, people could start their travel today because tomorrow is the market day, so they can reach and get the market on time. So they were carrying a huge, awesome amount of cassava during that time, including my grandfather and grandmother. My father had been telling me this kind of the stories, so I can relate. So whenever people were walking, sometimes the roads were becoming a problem. And sometimes you could pass from Tarime, there was a fight between the same tribe of Kurians, between the Tanzanian Kurians and the Kenyan Kurians. So you find this kind of the people could be getting some other extra roads to access where it's not necessary. So you can find like Murimi has lost, or talk about Mokami has lost, maybe Matiko has lost, passing through my home and ask about, hey man, I'm going somewhere, but due to this kind of the fight, can you show me the road so I can access to reach my destination? So you find I've become already a friend with you. Where are you coming from? I'm coming from this kind of the, I'm coming from this kind of the side. So this is how it is. So we come to be a friend. So one day you'll talk about, I had a friend who showed me the way and maybe escorted me, it was at night, or this kind of the person hosted me to sleep at his home. Next morning he let me go and escorted me. We became friends. So this person, like, it's not like right today, Mukami will one day take a goat and come with it to my home and say, thank you very much to that day.
Appreciation.
Appreciation. So that is what was there. So when the talk about now, Mr. Watifo was going for the dancing mom, somebody came to their home and slept there, and he was lost to this kind of the roads. So he went to those kind of talk about we have somebody, can you come? Now we became friends. You become friends. You can go there, sleep one day and come back, you know, friends, you understand? So they went and they know that, oh, there's a lady here. They are coming from Mwanza and they know how to talk Swahili, and she's wasting. The West is like you think about
dancing.
You think about it is lubricated. No, it is lubricated. So she's dancing meticulous. So Mr. Watifo was very handsome man, and was putting a hat like the one I'm putting, very old. During that time it was so meticulous and he was looking so gorgeous. And he talked about, let me go and look for this kind of the lady. Now Mr. Watifo went like now
and you know, during those time, they have those words.
The ones, but it was Korean language. Very a bit headaching to me if I can flirt with a lady and talk about my Korean tribe. It sounds very bad. Whenever
Chingeru.
So these are the rhymes. So to the Korean time, they sound, whenever you want to flirt with the lady and you speak Korean, it speaks very bad. Very bad. You cannot even talk about, hey, due to unconditional circumstances, I need it. You cannot say in English, it's very simple. I need it. And the lady can synthesize and talk about, oh, you need it? Yes. Green Lodge or the actual lodge? Green Lodge. Do you have a fabric which is, there's this kind of the kangas called fabric? The Green Lodge? Yes. Maze, you enter into the maze, you rubricate her and talk about, yes, thank you very much, I see. Everything was so meticulous. You
can meet another
day. So that's how it was in the tradition time. There was no like lodges here. The Green Lodge was meticulous. And during that time, there was guavas. Mapera was everywhere. Whenever you go, whenever you're talking about, I love you, the guavas, you are eating guavas like you are looking like baboons in the forest, eating guavas. And while you are flirting and sometimes talk about, now you have there's a fabric that they could not leave. This is called the kangas. They could just take it and place it down a little bit and sit on it. And now they could just do the necessary whenever the guavas are full of the stomach. You know, you can never be tired. You know, people, have you ever understood it? Guavas so meticulous. So nice. I'm telling you how this kind of the life was. So during that time, now Mr. Watifo went and he was told there's this kind of the lady during kind of this kind of the music, we're gonna be dancing east, west, and south, and everything was so nice. So Mr. Watifo talked about this lady. The Nyash is gnashing. The West is so replicated. What am I going to do here? Mr. Watifo was told the lady, they rushed into Nyamwini. So the lady, whenever she woke up early in the morning, you know, it was walking, no bicycle, no bicycle. It was walking. So they walked while they're talking about, yeah, you know, oh, how is your home? I have 2 cows. Yes. Oh, you have 2 cows? No, I don't want you. You talk about heads of cattle. That's how the lady can flirt with you. Like right now, a lady can come and talk about, oh, Matiko, what do you have? Matiko talks about, I have this kind of the stuff. I have this, I have cows. And the lady can talk about, yeah, you are good to start the life. And everything is so nice. But to this kind of the time, hey, during that time it was, how many cattle do you have? Do you have a house? Only a house and a grass-thatched house. You are ready to go. And that is it. So now Mr. Watifo talked about, how am I going to do this? Took the lady, they were walking. They found themselves in Nyamwini. So that's how Mr. Watifo married the dancing mom. So due to this kind of the way, Mr. Watifo one day told us here, he got 8 cows. And the brother who was Chachirihoku got 1 cow, they be 9. And they got the dowry to the dancing mom.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now we are coming, now we are in Nyamwini right now. After giving out that dowry, what happened? The lady again saw like, now the dowry has gone home. She saw, oh no, now the dowry has gone, there's nothing they can do. The father is not there, nobody's at home. They sold the cows, and the dancing mom got a share back to Mwanza, where the father was doing the work.
Exactly.
After going to Mwanza, now he recognized, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's Matiko's father was not doing the work necessary, or how it was. I don't know if she was waiting to get, this is a huge plot of me. No. Now I can stay.
No, Matiko's
what made her to evacuate and go to Mwanza?
No, Matiko's father was wise because he saw the dancing grandma is not someone that she can stay.
Oh.
Yeah. So Matiko's father was very wise. That's why he went ahead
and allowed her to go.
Yeah.
And she went back to Mwanza.
But even the plots, they just gave her freely.
That's what it was there. When the dowry gets out, you are already shown this is your area.
Yeah.
This is your portion to stay. That's the culture.
Very comfortable.
And from there now she saw, I have a plot.
Yeah.
And the dowry is already gone. There's nothing they can do.
Yeah.
So the lady saw the only way is to go and get the older boyfriend.
Yeah.
The former boyfriend. Now he went back to Mwanza.
That kid's boyfriend.
During that time.
Yeah.
So before, you know, they were flirting when she came back here, and the dad died, and going back it was a problem. So when she came back here,
I'm calling a kid's boyfriend. Remember, you remember?
Yeah.
That is a kid boyfriend.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she had to go back.
She had to go back and get this kind of the gentleman.
Yeah.
And what happened from there? When he came back, because there's a time, even you said, there's a time he stayed here, then she went.
Yeah.
And when she went, that's the time she went to bring in Mr. Mwita.
Yeah.
So Mr. Mwita, again, a history of Mr. Mwita. He was living in Mwanza during that time, but his home is not far away from Musoma here. Not very far.
It's not a distance.
It's not a distance, but he was staying in Mwanza where he was studying, and he met with who? The dancing mom. So they had to get themselves joining together and come back home. So the history of Mr. Mwita. Mr. Mwita is a Tanzanian person. And he has stayed here for more years, decades now, and he's now recognized as the husband because he was brought here to stay and give the company to the mom, which is not bad. Mr. Mwita history is saying he doesn't have, he divorced a wife. He divorced a wife in Tanzania, that's number one. And when divorcing the wife, now the dancing mom took over the game. That is how it went, and they came back here.
Exactly.
But how the life is, it's like, who is controlling who? You are brought. You come and take me to your home. You are the controller.
Yeah.
So back to the same gender. Yesterday time here, they had a dowry coming out, and it was a wedding with the dowry going to the home of Witanchiria, where the mom, the dancing mom, she is coming from. So the family from Witanchiria, the home, they came, and also they were waiting for the sisters to Mr. Mwita from Mwanza to arrive here, correct?
Okay, let me shoot you. You know, he wanted to fool people. He only called the only one brother.
One brother for who?
For
the dancing mom.
The dancing.
Okay.
Only one brother.
Exactly.
He didn't even call other.
more and more and more.
Yeah.
The sisters,
That's
whatever.
why he even hid some of the other thing within our vicinity.
Exactly.
So this dancing grandma, they had an agenda to hide with the David Jew.
With this kind of the gentleman.
Yeah. These, I can call her Lady J. These things, the way they were hiding, that's why we want them. Tell us, why are you hiding us? Because we sent intelligent people there. It's only that you don't know that we are more intelligent than you think. Can you tell us, if you are to go to the market, just go to the market. Direct, don't hide anything, because we are there, with our eyes, we are there.
So the point to give much of the people who are waiting for it is like when the wedding was announced, it's a very few people were invited.
Yeah.
And these few people, that the people who got something like a handout, not to expel or bring out any information.
Yeah.
Number one, when the dowry was giving out, the dancing mom refused. Like, you will never go with these cows because already I was cows, because the cows went there previously.
Yeah.
So I cannot be given cows twice. Your home cannot be given cows twice.
Exactly.
It is not acceptable. Even her, she understands it.
Yeah.
But what happened?
Okay. In fact, she hid from us. So to hide, she took to give out the dowry, she took just a small cow that was taken from Matiko's.
Oh, there was this kind of the cows that made us to go to Matiko's position.
Yeah.
And those kind of the cows that were bought for Godfrey.
Yeah.
So those kind of the cows, one of it, it was given
to the brother
of the dancing
dowry.
As a dowry.
Yeah, and the other one were to remain so that they can share it with the
equally.
Yeah,
with the
Lady J. So when it was a market, in fact it was today to be a market day, and they hid.
So they were to go today to the market to be sold.
Yeah, but when the family knew, so that's why that guy is going to hide. He's just behind. He went there to take those cows, not knowing that we have already known. So he knew that we have already known. That's why he's trying to cover everything. But he's a player with a dancing grandma.
So today it was the market day for those kind of the extra cows to be sold.
Yeah.
And understand what were going to be taking place there.
Yeah.
So it was this way. So when this kind of the wedding, whenever it went off during that day, the calf, talk about the one cow or heifer, it was like a heifer.
Yeah.
That came from Godfrey.
Yeah.
It was deposited there.
Yeah.
And when it was taken and it was given to who? The dancing mom allowed the brother to take that one, only one, and go with it.
Yeah.
And like that way, it seems if the parents to the dancing mom could be coming here, it's called Igisiomo. That's the time the family could take one cow and go back with it.
Yeah,
it's allowed.
Yeah.
But now this was a dowry and a wedding day at the same time. So he was not allowed to take only one, but he was allowed to take the whole of the cows that were to be given as a dowry.
Exactly.
And from that kind of the posture, so that one heifer that was given to the brother of the dancing mom, and he went back there. When the Lady J came and found like, okay, so you have given out the other cow with no my consent, because they wanted to sell the whole of the cows and lie to the platform, like, okay, we gave out the cows because nobody filmed as they were going. And from that position, now he went to Newitanchiria, the home of the dancing mom, and took that calf, took out the heifer, back to dancing mom, and now came with the brother, and now gave him the whole of the cows.
Yeah.
Because already the rumors were outside, the cows were not given out.
He's trying to hide.
So he was trying to hide. So
Because
people
we
are
are
now
very-
talking about why haven't you shown us the cows going? Because we want to see, because we contributed the platform. Who are the people who don't understand the culture and the norms, who are stupid on the platform? They don't understand
You
the
see,
real
get
culture.
to-
Like they want to be forcing
Yeah.
the culture to get in, like the YouTube culture to get into the village and squamarize everything. So they were complaining. Can you show us where are the cows? You never filmed them while they were taking them. Film the cows while they are there. So he had to come back here and start talking about, oh, why didn't you give this kind of the people the whole cows? But he was there to talk about the cows could not go there because he knew the culture doesn't allow it.
You know, Gintu, this guy should know that we are not lying. We have to tell people facts.
Exactly.
And that's why we are there as CCTV.
Exactly.
And that's why we always enlighten people, and we are here to tell people facts.
Yeah.
We don't lie. So whatever that he's doing, let him know that we on our eyes. And he should know that we are not whatever that he's doing to this village. Let him do exactly that. Whatever we are going with our custom. And our custom have rules and regulations. So don't just come and fulfill people here with things that we don't know. We are there for you, man.
So the good fact is, after there, now they came back home.
Yeah.
And they took the cows. He was complaining too much. I was here. And all the people from the house, there are some of the masons inside there, they came out. When they came out, they had a crowd. And he was complaining, oh, you understand? It's like a puppy,
lady,
like a puppy
lady,
dog.
A puppy, yeah.
Yeah, like a puppy. And it was like,
Not even like a puppy. It's like a...
It's a...
Yeah.
You think about
Like
a
a
puppy.
monkey, a small monkey.
Yeah, you understand such kind of how he's talking.
Yeah.
It's disgusting for a person who is a
sound
gentleman.
doesn't come out clearly.
Yeah, you think about his planning to maybe looking for a marriage, maybe, or something like that one.
Like
the
crying
sound,
if he's hunger.
yeah, you think about, is he hungry, or which kind of the sound is this one? It's reflecting so not seriously.
Yeah.
And
We
that's what
always
happened.
want.
So
Why don't he conclude whatever that he needs so that he can be helped? Don't tell us that you earn much, and when you are suffering, tell people.
You know,
why
also,
do you go to the government and tell people that you earn so much and show them that this is what I earn?
You know one thing that I'm just
stupid.
You know what is just not serious is where you can be having money and you don't have a base.
Yeah.
You are like,
you look awkward.
You talk about soprano. So it's like soprano, eh? So you cannot talk like even a man and talk about, you can never even face. I've never seen a very fearful person who is coming to intimidate Gintu. Whenever anything happens, Daddy, where are you? Gintu has taken over the Matiko family. How serious a person can be in such kind of a scenario?
I can't
And
even cry.
the only thing is to call your father and talk about, oh, you know, you have to come to my father, ABCD. A bit of a problem. So back to the spot. Right now, the cows that were held like they're gonna be sold, that kind of the agenda backfired. So what happened is that the cows were now taken to the dancing mom, but even to the dancing mom area, it was krakatooing. Why am I saying so? When they reached there, they found like, now the parents talk about the elderly people from that area. They denied like those cows should be sold. Including today, as we are speaking, they went there to go and sell the cows because they are not recognized at that home.
Exactly.
Because nobody has ever gone there and said, the dancing mom, she has divorced and she has left the home and she's married with another person.
Yeah.
Today they have gone to the market to sell them because they cannot again come back here. It will be stupidity of the highest order. So
Because
at this moment, the cows are sold to the platform, and the platform is just, they can never film it because they know they have messed terribly.
Yeah.
And we said, let the internet look at it because you will never see them because already they have messed. How can it be? Like I have married and I take cows to that home. Then Gintu is not available. Another man comes in to where I was. Then a person comes from anywhere. Again, they will contribute with the platform with the crazy supporters who don't understand the culture and the norms, and they want to bring their West life here and talk about this is how it's gonna be. So again, they will contribute the money and buy the cows and take again cows to where I took the cows to the mother-in-law or to my in-laws. It will never happen. Even if they reach there, even if you have money, they will tell you this is not allowed. You understand, you are going to be having some of the problems that we talk about. During the last week I was having, last year I was having money. Last year I was doing things like they can be shown. This year, what happened to this year? It's because of this kind of the stupidity you're going to be doing small. They're going to be giving you a problem because we have the norms. And also we have something called chira.
Culture.
The culture, I'll talk about the curses from the ancestors because it was not allowed. When the cows were getting out from here during the wedding or during the dowry day, do you know which kind of the taboos do they do when this kind of the cows are going? Do you know it?
Yeah.
You don't know. So you want to insert yourself into this kind of the things that were buried decades ago. And they will come for you and will talk about, I'm nose bleeding. People are just bewitching me. Who is witching you? Even there's one of the artists in Kenya called Rose Muhando.
Yeah.
She said and she sang in Swahili. Unajiroga mwenyewe. Do you understand that kind of the song?
Yeah.
So you think about somebody is bewitching you, yet you are witching yourself. And you'll talk about, I'm nose bleeding. I look like dizzy. You are coming here with the hangover and you are telling people like, Gintu, people are witching me. Who is witching you?
Gintu, that's why I told him one day that in your film, I told him that please stop. We didn't see these policemen.
Yeah.
Because our dads, our grand used to sit us and show us the way to go.
That's why they have our family meetings.
Yeah.
You want to be rectifying whatever you see.
Exactly.
It's not ongoing with how the platform is.
The family can just, they can tell you lie down and you get several cans.
Including, I can tell you as a fact, during when my grandfather was there, my grandfather was a military during the world wars.
Yeah.
And when he was a military, you understand a military person, how huge and how energetic the person is. No jokes. Jokes aside.
Carry you.
Do you know how many times he was dealing with my father and my uncles ruthlessly while they had married? And he was telling them, lie down. And they will lie down.
Yeah.
Because when the family has sat down and said, Mr. Mukami is having a problem. This is the problem that we're going to be rectifying from you. And we have told you and you have denied. Down.
Yeah.
It's like a school. But when it comes to this kind of the conscience of the matter, the YouTube doesn't have any kind of a strategy. Like right now, you can never go and tell somebody who is a YouTuber right now, who is earning a little bit of money and seeing the West life, and people are saying that, okay, can we support this kind of the gentleman, and be told like you are invited to the family meeting and go. He will tell you, the family meeting, let it be. I am busy. I'm doing my own things. And you just sort them out. I have my own problems and I will have my own family. That is what the person in the YouTube platform will tell you. But whenever you be bad and you need the support from the family, you understand some other things you think about. You might be brave enough and talk about, or you might be abusing somebody, or like, okay, you can never help me in this one, or you cannot do anything to this one. Your family members, like maybe you talk about the sub-chief, the chief, they have nothing to offer to you. One day, one time, it will reach. You will go and beg, and you will kneel down like a boy, even if you have money or not. Ask me, I tell you.
You crawl.
One day, there's a sub-chief was sent with the villagers. During that time, the YouTubers were going to the river. They could nakedize themselves and get to the river, start showering to the river. And the villagers saw the students right now, they're going to be closing the schools, and these people are doing nonsense to those kind of the rivers. And the people were shaking the nyashes into the river, naked nyashes. And they were having bikinis, and they were talking about filming videos and talking about my first life, talk about the village life, showering onto the river naked and whatever, showing whatever necessary. And people are talking about the village now, the people nude. At this time, maybe it was 3 p.m. at whatever time, they could come and talk about those YouTubers are coming. So people are having some hidden roots in the bushes. They could go lie down and now look whatever they are doing. And they could feel very fantastic. What kind of the education or the knowledge are we transferring to this kind of the young generation coming? So people complained in that village and said, if we meet this kind of the people coming to this kind of the village again, it will be chaos and we will call these people like thieves and we will deal with them ruthlessly as villagers. So the sub-chief was told to bring the village to the man who introduced those kind of the stupid culture of the nudic to this kind of the village, because he never said to the people, this is the YouTube platform, do this and this and this to this kind of the platform, because this platform is there to support us and the people to see how everything is happening. Create your content and make it happen.
Yeah.
He was not said. When this kind of the sub-chief came and he knocked at the gate, he was asked, do you have an appointment? And when this kind of the sub-chief said, I'm here as a government, I don't require any appointment or whatever. Open, I want to see this gentleman who is living here, because I'm sent to get the information. This gentleman who was at the gate during that time rushed to the house and called the gentleman, and he came out, and he came with the wife out, who is a very tribal and racist. And when they came out, both of them, they sat down, and the chief said, I'm sent here with one of the villagers, and this I'm representing the administration as a sub-chief because I'm working for the government. Whenever you see any person who is working with the civil society, he's whenever you see them, you see an administration, the government administration.
You see even the crown.
You see the crown is there. So you have to respect them and give them time to say, and whatever gonna be coming, you will understand and do whatever necessary. So the gentleman was forced to go out, and he was told, these people are doing their own things and I'm not there to supervise whatever they're doing. So please, can you go out, because I have not invited you here. So the sub-chief was thrown out. When he was buying a land and he was told the chief is not around, and the chief said, I'm sending my own person there to detail and get everything. Do you know they had to go to Nyabohanse and bow down and say, please, can you come and register this kind of thing? Because he was said, let me tell you the story how it was. This gentleman was telling people, he never told people what he did in the US. And he was obligated.
He was at the state.
Yeah, this gentleman, I'm saying, he was at the state, USA, and he never told people and the YouTubers and the supporters how he was doing his own misery to the girl child, and he was dealing with them ruthlessly in a way like the government knew. People reported to the government. He was like it's called molestation. It's called molestation. So he never told the sponsors, and the people were just supporting him. I have done a demolestation, or I've been reported with the molestation, and please bear with me. I'm gonna be coming out from this kind of the time and ABCD. His YouTube account was closed in a way like he could not earn using the AdSense of the YouTube. He was fined $250,000 US. If he can pay it, now the case could continue. If not, he's not allowed to step to the USA any spot. If he's found, he will be captured and deposited on the, he will be reallocated to Kenya with an immediate effect.
He was deported.
He could be deported.
Yeah. And
he was given a warning. And that's the time he had to vanish from the US, come back to the village. He sat to the village more than 9 to 1 year before going anywhere, because every time was, I'm going here, I'm going here. So he was not earning any money from the YouTube, because the AdSense he had registered from the US, they were cut. During the party time, these kind of the gentlemen were not earning money. He was only benefiting with the charity that he was doing, and also the people who could bring. That's why he said, you bring something to the party, because he was not earning money. People had to supplement goats, people had to supply cooking oil, and the people could just go and take everything from their home and take them there for the support of the shout out. And there's nothing happened. You understand? This kind of the people who brought so many things to that kind of the party time, they're now looking like awkward people outside here. They're talking about, I wish I knew I could not waste this kind of the time. And due to that kind of the fantastic module, so he had to go to this kind of the other area for this kind of the lady who is very resistant to this kind of the village. And when he went back to that kind of an area, he had to look for a new boy called Maja K.E. Maja K.E., you know him, Dan?
Yeah.
He had to look for Maja K.E. because Maja K.E. has something called a post office code. They have an post office address. So we had to use this boy to send a new, so he had to create a new AdSense here at the village that's going to be monetizing from Kenya and Switzerland.
Exactly.
You understand? So the AdSense had to be sent to this kind of Maja K.E. postal odd, so as they can just get it. So this kind of the code delayed to come from the YouTube, and he was pushing this kind of the boy, go and see, whenever I come, I'll just make you fishers of men. But at the end of the time, this gentleman, whenever the code came, and he just went to the post office, including the same spot he was. He never even traveled with it back in home because it was in Sirari. Whenever he took it from the post office, he told him, can you tear it there and read those kind of the codes immediately? So he had to read those kind of the monetizing codes to him, which is the monetization code to him while he was there. And when he came back, he again abolished and said, I don't need this kind of the gentleman behind me. So during that time, he was told he has to go through the chief, and sub-chief has to put a record like you are unto that village, and everything has to happen that way. So he went to bow down. And I say, time is money, and matters of time matters.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. That's what is now encountered. And he had to go down and beg and talk about, hey, please, can you do this and this? It's the same. When this kind of the cows went to this kind of the dancing mom, I'm telling you how the precious God is. And when I told you about this kind of the cows will have nothing to offer to the society. And whenever they reach there, they will be denied because they have nothing to offer to them, because already they ate their dowry. And nobody has gone back to claim, like this lady, she's out of that home. We have in the tradition terms called Okoborora.
You know, if they can receive those cows, it's like a curse.
It's like a curse already. How can you receive 2 times the dowry?
Yeah, it's not allowed.
Even the cows never entered the same actual home where the dancing mom could be. Like, this is their mother's house. They could not go there. It's only, that's why he bewitched some other people and titillated other people's mind to take the brother who could now go and own them and receive them and get them to his house. They could not go like right now. Let me use as an example, people to understand me.
So let me cut you short. If in fact, if she was wise, if those cows were they were to be given so that they can unite them and they be together, those cows were supposed to call Matiko's father.
Exactly.
And Matiko's father could receive.
Yeah.
Matiko's father could receive those cows, and then that one.
They talk about now that marriage is terminated.
Yeah.
That is how it is.
Yeah.
But not returning the cows to the same home.
Can't be.
It's only maybe they could take the cows back to Tanzania to Mwita's position.
Yeah, exactly.
That is how it is.
Yeah.
So for the people who are listening keenly, because these are the immigrants who came to invade the Korean area, and they want to give us like a culture, and they know it. How can another immigrant person from another tribe come to give you the same tribe you are, like they're gonna be lecturing you? They understand nothing, and understanding is the people who are here, and you are thinking, and the thinking capacity is of a high level. Because here we have to say how it is, and let us not think about the YouTube will be there to supplement everything and talk about how it's gonna be. It's just a period of time. He will just leave them and go to another position and talk about, oh, you're gonna be doing this, gonna be doing this, gonna be doing this at each and every kind of the statement. So back to you. So you have seen what I told you.
Yeah.
And we said we're going to be studying to see what's going to be handled. So at this kind of the time, whenever you see any kind of the bad norms going to be getting to somebody, don't ask why. Already they are messed up.
Okay, there's something that I gonna tell you. This guy should not. I should call the Kenyan government. Should know this guy is behind the abduction, and because he can't just threaten people that he has $1 million to tell someone that can vanish from the village, and the village will forget about it. This guy, we can't stay in a situation whereby we can see someone and run, we can see the police and run. Let me tell him that we don't fear the police because we are brought up with our own parents. And those parents, they brought up with a good condition whereby we can stay with people in peace, whereby we stay with one in peace, whereby we can visit one another. And hereby, you are coming to tell us that don't stay there, don't say hi to anyone, don't say hi to anyone, don't cry. Yesterday you came with police, several policemen. How you bring policemen to this village? This village, we don't need policemen. We always sit down and we solve our problem. Please, we don't care about policemen. We stay in peace. And we are telling you, if your family you know that is in Kisii, please go to Kisii. We don't need you here. We don't need your...
I don't know why they're not going to Kisii.
It's as if maybe they did something bad there. That's why there's a hideout.
There's a kind.
Maybe this is a hideout. If it's a hideout and you are spoiling, then we can fish you out and drop you to Kisii. We shall deport you, man. Take care. Stay with us in peace. There are several people who have
ventured to us, and we are living as brothers.
And we are staying with them. There are Kisiis who have bought lands here, and we are staying in peace. But with your family, man, is only one of you who is trying to catch up with our culture, and is a name that is named after us.
To the local name.
Yeah, is Marwa. But with you, your names, man. Can you go back and tell them so that they can give you
ancestral land?
Go.
I don't. Do they have ancestral land?
I don't know if they killed some people there. Even they don't go even festive season. Like now is December. They are supposed to visit their grandparents there. Why are you here? We have never seen you even traveling, man. Can you even go and visit your parent, man? Why are you here loitering now and then?
You know some of the things that we have to understand is we have to rethink, auto-think, and make sure that everything is coming out very good. The little fact is there's a problem somewhere, and this problem is one time it will come to the light. Because one day I saw one of the top masons. He was having a YouTube channel. I've forgotten about him, which kind of the channel is. This
the
gentleman,
top mason who was here.
I don't know if he... No, not this kind of the guy who was here. This kind of the guy, I don't know how is he called. Some of the name. He's now at my home there. He's doing some tender there. So this kind of the gentleman went one day to Kisii and came out with the wife of the Conrad. Do you know there's a wife there? That he left. He left her there. And vanished and came here and left her there permanently. So this man went and excavated it. And I will bring you that kind of the story whenever I meet that gentleman. And including there's a day he told me, I want to give you a very good video. And I want to take you where this gentleman, the Conrad, has left the wife, the first wife, and he ran back to Nyabuhanse because of some mishap.
Stop there. Please join me into the YouTube so that I can give you more. Buy me just a phone so that I can give you more information, because
everything is possible.
Yeah.
And I always say today's today and tomorrow gonna be another day.
I need to join YouTube so that I can give you more information, because even the brother, his own brother, he has given us more information about the family. So that Conrad, he dropped out from his family. Even there's a big house that he built.
Yeah. And
you know,
left it
you
there.
know, even we have gone even to the place where he vanished with that woman.
Yeah.
I
know.
He vanished with this girl child. This girl child, no boy child, girl child. He vanished with that mom. The way even you know, there's a day that he vermeered her.
He brutally handled them.
Yeah.
Hey.
And if this guy,
and
this guy, if he know that he can use all the...
No, people are saying, if he can talk about, he can take away Matiko's wife,
or
Murimi's wife, why can't he take the mom out and say about, guys, you know, my mom is having a problem.
Yeah.
I want to be taking this. Tata,
useless.
Tata, maneno na mke wangu, never play with my wife. Daudi, I can hit you badly. Anyway, go and joke with Matiko and Murimi, but not my life. Anyway, that's how it could be handled, because it's only we want to fool some people, and we are not fooled. The good thing is, let us say it the way it is, and this is the fact. If you know, like, and I will tell you.
Let me call Matiko.
No,
let me call Matiko.
Matiko,
come, because Matiko is not happy. Matiko is not happy because the wife is not there. Even Murimi, the construction is on, but he's not happy because the wife is not there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I have a story about that one of Murimi. About Murimi is a sellout, and I will tell you it's a sellout. Why is it a sellout? Murimi took his wife, who was called Salima, from his home, the Condad's home, and including there's a day Halima, and including Murimi was told with the dad immediately, the Condad's dad direct, the Condad direct, like, oh, I'm proud of you, Murimi. Now you are becoming a man. Now start your own family. This lady is now good. Nimekuachia huyu msichana. Do whatever, bear children. You understand? But the one idea was there is, when Murimi will marry this lady, Murimi had no job to give out the dowry, and they insinuated the family to Halima. When this man marries, because they know where they took this lady from, when Murimi marries, immediately go and ask for the dowry. When you go immediately, Murimi was broke, and the sister, talk about the daughter to the Condad, was aiming the land from this family.
Oh, yeah.
If you can come to the conclusion, quote it and get it the way I've said it. So you'll come to understand the dowry was mentioned immediately after marriage. And Murimi had nothing. Do you know what he did? Thank you very much. Cut it there, and we'll come to the realization of what I'm talking about. So if you can sense it, and you can come to the conclusion. That's why you see there's a very good thing, and Murimi was placed as one of the guards who will be guarding that kind of an area. How can you be paid again to guard your own area? Stupidity sometimes is a very baddest mind in this kind of world.
That's why these guys, they always come with tokens. So
exactly.
They come with tokens, and they come and sweet talk.
And they should talk to you because you have a problem already. And you are the same person to go and look for them. I want you to...
But now tell them, we are now enlightened.
Yeah, and
we are the
I'm giving this kind of the gentlemen in the village. Right now, it's not a time of liquor, Mukami.
Yeah.
This is not a time of liquor.
Yeah.
This is a time of straightening up. Hey, the dancing mom's goat is unto your father's cassava. Be very sure.
Jomra.
Toire mbuzi huko. So again, they will bring some of the problems here and talk about, it's not our goat. Exactly, it's a white goat is there. You can see it. It's there. Angalia Godi ndio huyo hapo, muite. Godi? Suite Godi ndio huyo hapo. So he has to call home so they can just, there's a goat that is there to that kind of the farm, which is up there. There's a goat coming from that kind of the section, and it's for the dancing mom, and it's eating very meticulous some of the cassava. And whenever you're gonna talk about, oh, why are you making this, we will evacuate you from this kind of the village. That's what you will hear. But that is not the sense.
We are not after that, but we need to stay.
What I'm telling is, Mokami, Matiko, watch, handle that one. So whenever you go to the agriculture and the people from the officers of agriculture, you tell them this kind of the goats are making things, and sometimes you see things onto the village and handle it as a village. Yeah. But if it could be you as getting to them, woo! Right now you could have seen the GKs here. There's some of the goats who are here. Several policemen with several rifles and a bit of problem.
And they're armed.
They're armed. I don't know why. So back to the same system. So I'm telling you this kind of the gentlemen, huh? This is the fact, Matiko.
Yes.
This is not the time of liquor. The liquor time will come when you are ready. Everything is there. You have your children are there. They are playing. Your life is not complicated, and you can do whatever you want to do at that moment. Because whenever you say, I want to eat a chicken, you go and eat it. That's the time you can say, I want to go and lick a little bit, then I go back home. But this time around, let us stick to the point, because the more you go and be drunk, the more you are altering your normal thinking. We will handle that one. We will deal with that one. Very meticulous. I've seen you have done something there. You have weeded somewhere there, and we're going to be planting some. How are you going to be watering? We're going to be talking about it, because we have to put our thoughts together. Exactly. So we're going to be placing our thoughts together and handle that kind of the matters, because what I'm only telling you is let us be straightforward, and liquoring is not a problem when you have finished your own duties, but not in the morning, at lunchtime, every time you are drunken. That is not the nature. And that's what made very many boys not think capably and talk about this kind of the people might be using us, yet you are the one who have faced them and said, I have a land to sell. And at the end of the moment, you'll come and say, okay, due to this kind of the things, that's what is going to be costing us. And this is a straightforward way to tell this kind of the gentleman and this kind of the village, because everything has to be handled the way they are. So keep tuned. Thank you very much, Mokami, for your side. And also coming to this kind of the platform, and we're going to be making it happen. Wonder's going to be coming. Yeah, exactly.
But
so
I need to join YouTube.
There's not, your time is coming, and whenever the time is going to be coming, you will never say it's not coming. It's coming. Be ready for it.
I'm patient.
Thank you very much. Matiko, your last moment. You're saying thank you for the time.
Thank you very much
for the time. Thank you very much for your time. And keep tuned. Be locked. Thank you very much. This is the end of this kind of the time, as we're going to be saying, hey, last moment here, and this is the end. Keep tuned. Today I'm just looking like Neon. There's this kind of the person who had very good music with a Bongo Forever guy called Diamond Platinums. It's called Mario. If you're going to be watching, you can watch it. Very good song, and it was very meticulous. Keep tuned. Whoop. Keep it locked, and I respect much of the people tuned in, locked in, supporting, subscribing, liking, and sharing. I was going to be saying thank you for this kind of the opportunity. As we are ending up and saying, the fish farming is still available. We're going to be making it coming out now and then, now and then. Matiko, yeah? Wagwan. Gonna be ending this kind of Mukamia. Mukamia. Exactly. We have landed out of this kind of the platform and saying, keep watching, keep on subscribing, liking, and sharing. As we're gonna be ending this kind of the moment. Keep tuned. Back to you in a red spot. Coming in another video, dropping out. Yeah, man.